Aaron Douglas, what's up? First on the scene. Oh, there they are. Hate that. Look all around for my glasses. They're right here in my pocket. Tester Doodle. Miles, what's up? Gotta make myself look good. What's going on, guys? Another day in the neighborhood. Another day of quarantine. Lockdown. Shit is getting old, man. Getting old fucking quick. I know you guys have been mentioning, fuck, we need to do a stream, there's nothing going on, this shit sucks. I couldn't agree more. Here comes Dollar. He's coming out to stand over by the stairs and not go down. Let's see if we can get him to come down. Come on, Dollar. Come on. Come on, big boy. Let's go. Come. Come on, Dollar. Come on. Come on. Come on, Dollar. Come on. Come. Come on, Chicken Little. Come on, Chicken Little. Dog. Aaron C, what's up? Tell Helika accidentally just showed her in the shower. She locks the door when she goes in the shower. She's probably afraid that I would come in if we turned the camera on her. I wouldn't do that, but I mean, that's it. Go ahead, buddy. Take a dump. Anyways, my job is done. What's up there, Billy Reed? Yeah. So anyways, as I was saying, this fucking lockdown shit is really sucking ass. Day after day. Night after night. Sitting in the room. Doing fuck all. No, Dollar, don't come running back up here. Take a shit or something. You're going nuts. Better than prison? I was thinking this morning, it kind of reminds me of jail. Sitting on your bunk, doing nothing, thinking of how you can pass the time, read books, watch TV, play cards, play checkers. See if you and your buddies can come up with enough money for one cigarette. Been a long time since I had been in jail, but I remember way back in the day, like, how long ago was it? Like, about 20-something years ago, nearly 30 years. Let's see. Yeah, nearly 30 years ago, 27 years ago. Cigarettes back then were going for $10 for one stogie. Camel non-filter. $10. I could just imagine what they're going for today. But, yeah, fucking thinking of shit to do while you're sitting in there waiting for your release date. That's what it kind of feels like, sitting in a bedroom, doing nothing, staring at the same 4 fucking walls. Staring at the TV, watching YouTube, going over everything in your recommended list, and you've like watched everything like 2 or 3 times already. But it's been fucking getting hard. Not my dick, but It's getting hard to get out of that bed, man, and do anything. It's like motivation is completely lost. Kind of start to fucking feel like you're falling into a depression. Nothing to do. Feels like it's never going to come to an end. So I decided to do a stream, give everybody something to do. So come on, dog, inside. There you go. Go on. Hey. Dollar. Huh. No, it's gonna stay outside. I'll just leave the door open. Start learning computer design. Actually, I'll talk about that in a second. I think I'll go for a walk, actually. Let me get my bag. I'll get the speaker and we'll go for a walk. So Miles was saying, do something, learn computer design, something, take some online classes, give some structure to your day. Totally agree, and that is exactly the kind of things that I want to do. But I ain't got a computer. Helika has one. It's a work computer. And the thing is so locked down that you can't install anything unless it's been pre-approved by the company. What's up there, LA Confidential? Got the speaker on. Let me turn on the Bluetooth. Alright. Come on. Alright. Set, ready to go. Alright, so take the back door. So Lily and Duarte, now's the time to be having lots of sex. Talk about that in a second too. Anyway, so yeah, I totally want to get into doing some online learning, take some online classes. I'm thinking I'm gonna start the coding again, just because I like it, and maybe it'll pay into or turn into some sort of job in the future. Who knows? But something to do. Do some online learning. You guys know I've wanted to like travel and go to some other countries and teach English. So I thought, well, I could start taking these TEFL classes, teaching English as a foreign language. But I don't have a computer. I keep talking about getting another one, but that's probably not going to happen for a couple of weeks. So hopefully this lockdown will not continue for the next 2 weeks, but we'll see. Buy a desktop computer with your stimulus check. Yeah. Anyways, so I'll get run over here. I don't recall if this was the street I need to turn down or not. I don't think so. Probably. Well, we'll find out. Anyways, who was it? Let me go back. I think it was Lillian that said that, yeah, now is the time to be having lots of sex. So, funny story. So, of course, Helika and I are spending a lot of time in the bed with one another. And last night, I think it was just me. I was, Helika was watching her tooth videos, removing the calcium deposits and decay and shit with the ultrasounds. And I'm just like, I don't want to watch that shit. That shit's fucking gross. I said, I'm going to watch some porn. So, I'm watching porn. Well, then me and Helika, yeah, of course, we both start watching porn together. And we start looking at this, and we start looking at that, and we're like, you know, maybe we should try this, maybe we should try that. Hey, let's get some sex toys. You know, we're just watching it, and we're getting ideas. Whatever. Not a big deal. Stuff adults normally do. Well, Helika takes her telephone out into the kitchen this morning where her son is, and he touches her phone and her screen comes on, and you know, it's got like all the alerts of like what she has open on the telephone, like browsers and whatnot. And it starts showing like YouPorn and other sex acts and stuff like that. Well, there was nothing was shown. You could just see the websites that were open, and her son sees it. He's like, "Oh my God, I can never look at you in the same light ever again." It's like, I can't believe you guys are in the bedroom doing that. I don't know all of what was exactly said, but that was the gist of it. I thought it was kind of funny, but also rather awkward to know that her son is knowing we're looking at porn and what kind of porn we're looking at. That's kind of embarrassing. A little bit embarrassing. A little bit awkward. Not a big deal. I'm sure he knows that his mother and I are fooling around, but I don't know. Just for him to actually see that, it's a little bit embarrassing. So, anywho, yeah, sex. Yep. That happens in bed, but you know, Helika and I are a relatively new couple. We first got together at the beginning of December, and today marks my 90-day anniversary of when I first came to Canada. I did leave for a week when we went to Hawaii. But if you just go by the date that I originally came here to Canada, today would mark 90 days. But anyways, so since we're still a new couple, we're still exploring our sexuality together and finding out what each other are comfortable with doing or not doing in the bedroom. And so I think the looking at porn and talking about doing this or doing that together with one another is perfectly normal. It's just what's not normal is having her son know what we're watching or thinking about doing or are doing, or you know. I think anybody would be a little bit, I don't know, embarrassed maybe. What's up there, Chris S. Mush? Who else we got in here? The user's Andrew McMillan. What's up? So, what is the slow the spread extended by Trump? Is that the quarantining isolation stuff? What's up there, Sherry Ann? Sir Charles. What's up? Yeah, if that's in fact what Trump is doing, he's going to continue to quarantine people in the United States and, do the social distancing and all that. I think it's a good idea. You know, all these doctors have been telling them, hey, look, it's way too soon to think about taking the country off of lockdown by Easter time. We need to continue to isolate to stop the spread of the virus. So if that's what he's doing, I think that's a really good idea. Jonah J. You got a new fan here to watch me? Who's that, Racer Tracer? Is it your girlfriend? Trump can't do math? Well, I think he probably understands that he's got billions. Pretty sure he's probably doing okay with math. Speaking of Italy, I did talk with a friend of mine I've known for a very, very long time. At least 30 years. Around there. And he's an Italian. He lives in Florence, Italy. And I was having a chat with him this morning. Let me show you guys this because I'm just coming up to the park right now. And you can see there's actually quite a number of people out here. Let me zoom back out. This, I think, is the first time I've been down here to the park for probably nearly 2 weeks. I'm gonna go over here. There's a really old man over there. I don't want to get near him. Let's not all attack Mush. We all might have our different opinions about him or others, but if Mush or anyone else was, a troll or asshole troll or any of that kind of shit, they wouldn't be here because they would get blocked, get banned. Mush actually had been banned at one point in time, but whatever was said. I can get over it, and if I can get over it, surely the other viewers can get over it as well. And we're not here to attack one another. We're all here to have fun, right? So let's not gang up on Mush or anybody else. I think the mods are well aware of who should be here, who should not, and if they shouldn't be here, either I'll get rid of them or one of the mods will. So there it is there. Anywho, so yeah, you see quite a number of people here at the park. It's a dark, cloudy, gray day. Here it's supposed to be possibly raining for the next week, unfortunately. I was so getting used to the sunshine. The sun had been shining for quite some time here. And now, the last few days, the rain has started back up. It's not that cold, though. Let me see what my phone says as far as temp. It's 54 degrees. So the weather's not, the temperature's not so bad. Let's see. All right, Mush, Racer Tracer. Trace of trace. Let me go back here. I asked you if that was your girlfriend. Oh, your girlfriend seen the pics of that you posted on Discord. That's funny. Well, that's cool. Anyways, I don't recall you mentioning her name, but welcome to you. Racer Tracer's girlfriend. I just seen Helika's son run by me. He's out here jogging, exercising. He doesn't really want to be on stream, but you know, when you're running right in front of me, in my frame, Arliss, sorry bro, but I gotta point you out. Kenneth Wagster, what's up? Where's Helika? Helika is at home in the shower, getting ready. We're gonna go out and do a little bit of shopping. This will be Helika's first trip out of the house in 2 weeks. I've been the only one going out, except for her son on occasion is going out and exercising. I guess just coming here to the park to run. He's really into his physical fitness. He used to go to the gym every day, like 7 days a week, but his gym closed down about a week or two ago. I think more like a week ago. So now he's got to work out at home. What's up there, McDave? Am I gonna run? Fuck no, I'm not gonna run. I can barely walk. You hear me huffing and puffing. Fuck, I might have a coronary right here, fall down in the middle of this little forested area and drop fucking dead. You guys won't even know where to send the ambulance. Yeah, no, I don't run. I don't run, or I haven't run ever since I had my accident, my operation. I mean, it's about as far as I'll run is like a little light jog when I'm attempting to cross a boulevard or something to make sure that I don't get run over by a fucking bus. But I should exercise. Honestly, I hate it. I'm kind of lazy fuck. Gym's another business though. Yeah, there's a lot of businesses that are going to be going out of business, that's for damn sure. Where am I at, Carrie? I'm in the park in Vancouver, just walking through. I'm just here really killing time to give Helika some time to get showered up and that kind of stuff.
1,407 donated $1 through Super Chat. Coronavirus Boost Fund.
Thank you very much, Big Day. Let me turn that shit up so we can hear that better next time. Booze fun. Yeah, I need a booze fun. Oh shit, they even closed off. I'll show this to you guys in a second. I need a booze fund because, yeah, you know, there's not much to do. And drinking is a great way of passing the time. But we actually haven't been drinking that much. I think we drink and then usually it'll take 2-3 days off and then we'll have another bottle or whatever. But, you know, even drinking these days, sitting home in the room drinking, it's not real exciting. I think both Helika and I would absolutely love to get out of the house, go to a restaurant or a bar and have a drink and have a good time. So here's what I wanted to show you guys. They've even closed down this public workout area due to the coronavirus. You see it's all taped off. There's a sign over there on the equipment, temporarily closed. But yeah, even the Even areas of the park are getting shut down. McDave says that I heard a side effect of the coronavirus is liver damage for those not afflicted with the virus. That might very well be. I actually have seen some funny memes on the on the internet, like on Facebook. Like I posted one too. I think I posted it in Discord where people are like, there was a meme said, yeah, so how is it that I get signed up for my 600-pound life after the quarantine comes to an end? Because what it was basically saying, the gist of it was, you know, you're sitting around the house doing nothing but eating, lying in the bed and getting fat while in quarantine. And you know, depending upon how long this goes on, that may very well be what ends up happening. Everyone's going to turn super fucking fat. Either that, there's going to be a lot of new cases of alcoholism, high filings for divorce. We might have a baby boom come December. So, who knows, yeah. They even have might even have the kids' playground is taped off too, which I guess is good, safe for the kids. But yeah, it sucks. Kids can't even come out and play at the park anymore. Imagine that. Fuck. I'd hate to be a parent with like a bunch of small children at home. Like my brother has 4 kids, and 2 of them are really young. I would say the 2 youngest are probably 4 and 6, maybe. And then the other one's like, yeah, I don't know, 11. And the other one's like 16. But they live in a mountain region where there ain't shit up there. Nothing but a bunch of cabins and houses and forest. Nothing for the kids to go outside and do. You know, you don't want to let the kids, small kids, go wandering around the forest by themselves, you know. So they're inside with their kids. And I know, you know, for me, I would be going frickin' nuts having to be around a bunch of small kids. Yelling, screaming, running through the house, fighting with one another, constantly, Mommy, Mommy, Daddy, Daddy, fuck, leave me alone. You know, I gotta feel sorry for those people. Yeah, West Nostris says, don't forget suicide. It's a very good possibility that we're going to start seeing high rates of suicide. There's no doubt about that. Look at that. Kids can't even come and sit on a swing. Is that not some shit? But I guess better safe than sorry. Everyone's gonna get it, just a matter of when. I don't know. Maybe. I've been hearing a lot of things or about a lot of companies that are out there attempting to create a vaccine. Even that malaria drug, they've already approved that for fast track to test it and see if in fact that will work as a vaccine. I'm hoping that this shit goes away like really fast, because I'm just thinking of, you know, the repercussions, not just for the health of people, but the way we're going to be living our lives, and how it's just going to just destroy economies around the world. And I hate the thought of us going into a depression. You know, this would be like, I think this depression would be far worse than the Great Depression of the 30s. But I don't know, that's just an opinion of mine. I bet you smell like a pair of sour cream potato chips. What the fuck? Where do some of these people come up with this shit? Let's see what these ducks do. I go walk through them. I think these are ducks. Zoom in down here. Trying to approach slowly, see how close we can get amongst them. Quack, quack, quack. They're just like spreading out now. Big old sea of ducks. It's like, fuck you, dude. Don't get near me. I know you got the coronavirus. Fuck you. Get away. Social distancing, bro. Social distancing. I was here actually a couple weeks ago and I did a video over by this pond. It was nothing but a big mud pit. Looks like they filled it with water. I know, you know, shit gets bad for food down here. I know where to come get dinner. Fucking probably just bring some knives down here to throw at them. Butcher's knife, or make a bow and arrow. This thing, man, being up here in Canada, got no guns, no weapons, no nada. Pepe the Frog. I just got a notification from Black Bigot, or as he's now known, Black Bugatti. I'm guessing he just posted a video, but it says something to the effect of, he hasn't had a shower in 8 days. That's another thing, and I talked about this before on the stream, that kind of feel sorry for all the van dwellers who are used to going to the gyms such as Planet Fitness and being able to take a shower. Now they can't even do that because all the gyms are shut down. Jocelyn, Wyoming. I watched that video about Blade pissing in his pants, and who was it? This bitch Candace trying to get $100 out of him, and there was supposedly this big fight with Becky and her, and I was like, God damn it! You should have cut that down, edited that a whole lot better, because it was like a lot of dead air time. I was like, God damn it, man, this is like long and drawn out and boring. Get to the meat of the fucking subject. But whatever. Oh, so this is what they're doing here. Wetland rehabilitation. BB must stink. Well, yeah, I'd imagine anybody's gonna stink after 8 days and no shower. But I know that there's others out there, such as Road Trip Eddie, who he's been cleaning himself with like baby wipes and alcohol wipes and stuff like that. So there are ways out there cleaning yourself up. All you gotta do is get some water and some soap and give yourself a whore bath. You know, find an open bathroom in a garage and you know, give yourself a good washing. Jocelyn, share those ideas with Ice Poseidon. I don't have any hardware, software issues around here. Damn CX people keep coming around with that stupid, lame-ass joke. No one ever thought that was funny. I never even said that, actually. I did say something similar, but not quite that hardware and software joke meme. Shit, I was going to walk around this pond, but it looks pretty muddy over here. Let's see if I can work my way around without fucking slipping or falling into the mud. Gas man, huh? Yeah, you're probably right. I'll be in an old folks home. I'm probably one of the fucking nurses in there will come up and say something and be like, "Hey Jimmy, can we talk about hardware and software, man?" Yeah, fuck you. Shut up. Wipe my ass. My ass is dirty. I shit myself just for you, fucker. Let's talk about the shit in my diaper. Let's see. So anyways, yeah, I think I got off track earlier. I was talking about my friend who lives in Florence, Italy. I've known for about 30 years. He's actually Italian, but had lived in Los Angeles for quite some time. We did some background acting together on some movies and shit like that. Not that that means anything, but that's how we met. Anyways, he's been back in Italy now for, I don't know, quite some time. But we got to talking about the situation in Italy and what's going on over there. He told me that, you know, everywhere is now in military lockdown. They're only allowed out once a day to go and get their basic needs, food, water, medicine, that kind of stuff. He said they're enforcing that by issuing fines and arresting people, and it's the military that's out and giving out those fines and making those arrests. So it's kind of like, well, not kind of like, it's martial law, basically. They're taking away all your rights, telling you what you can and cannot do, and if you don't cooperate, you're getting arrested or fined, which really sucks. So my mother actually sent me a video today by Facebook Messenger, and it was of a doctor in New York. I think it was a doctor. I could be wrong. I only watched it once. But anyways, this guy was outside of a hospital in the Bronx in New York, and he was talking about how the media has been saying, you know, that basically the New York hospitals are like a war zone, that there's, you know, thousands of people that are dying. People are lined up for, you know, blocks to get in and get tested and blah, blah, blah. Well, he's standing outside of this hospital, and like they got it roped off and stuff for people to like get in line if they wanted to get tested for the virus, but there was absolutely nobody out there, not even any workers. So I don't know, you know, I've seen and heard all kinds of other shit too about like a lot of people believing that this is like a false flag, or, you know, media hype, or this is like a government planned thing to bring down the economy, or global reset, or to reduce the population of the planet. You know, there's so many damn theories, conspiracy theories out there and stuff. You know, some of these conspiracy theories, to me, makes sense. But I mean, I don't buy into them that much. I give them the consideration when people try to put facts out in front of me. But I don't know. I just know this fucking sucks. I am sick and tired of sitting at home doing nothing. You can't even come to the park and exercise. Kids can't come to the park and swing on the swings, play in the playground, nada. I can just walk around here by myself, try and keep my distance from people. The ducks were definitely keeping their distance from me. Don't anybody block anyone for, like, I can see already that there's people sharing their opinions regarding these false flag events, or saying that it's government made or whatever. Let everyone have their own opinion. You guys can argue about it, go back and forth if you want to. If you don't want to talk about it, ignore that person or block them. But everybody should be entitled to their opinion. I'm of the opinion I just want this shit to come to an end. I'm over it. I want to get back to normal. I want to be able to go out and do whatever I want. I want to be able to go out and explore around the city. The weather is finally changing up here in Vancouver. It's getting warmer, and I would like to go out and see some of the natural sights around the city. I want to get out to the the forest, the suspension bridges, the beaches, even the city. I've been here 3 months, and Helika and I have gone out and done quite a bit, but I know there's still lots more for me to see and do. Was that a peacock sound? I did not hear a peacock. I know what they sound like. They're actually very loud. Taking the quarantine precautions seriously. Yeah, we pretty much have been taking them seriously. I mean, Helika definitely has been taking it quite seriously. She hasn't left the house in weeks. I myself have been the only one leaving the house to get our food and our water and stuff like that. But today we are going together. Helika, I think she just wants to get out of the house and do something, anything. I don't think she's real thrilled about the thought of going and doing shopping, but I think it's good for her and for me, for both of us, to just get out of the house and do something, anything, instead of sitting there in the bedroom looking at those four walls. Even this little walk right now around the park is good for me. Get out, get a little bit of air, talk with you guys. Let's see what you guys are saying out there. She should get out and walk daily, both of you. Yeah, I'd like to do that, but Helika is back to working. She's working Monday through Friday. She works kind of all kinds of crazy hours, so I mean, she could definitely be getting out of the house more often. Absolutely. She could be coming down here to the park with me. But like I was saying at the beginning of this video, I think that, having been in quarantine for so long and sitting there doing nothing, I kind of feel like depression starts to set in. You start to lose motivation to do anything. All you want to do is well, you probably want to do a lot, but you just don't feel like getting up and going out. I know people get really fearful. I've got a friend of mine that lives in London, England, and they're on lockdown over there too. They're finding people who leave the house without having an essential reason to do so. And he is like super fearful. He's telling me that he's like washing his hands so much that his hands are becoming like really dry and cracked, and he's like really nervous about going outside and nervous for his family. And I'm just like, dude, take it easy, bro. Colin, take a breath. It's gonna be all right, man. And but you know, everybody takes these situations completely different. You know, some people are going to definitely hide in their house, never gonna come out. They're gonna self-isolate until this shit blows over. And you know, in a way, you can't really blame them. But fuck, for me, I just can't do it. I've gotta get out of the house. Like, just doing something like this for me is good. It gets my mind off of, you know, it's like they say, an idle mind is the devil's playground. So giving myself a little something to do takes my mind off of the dark, dreary days that we live in. Armageddon. Yeah, Chris S., I seen a video of police whipping people with canes that are outside, you know, stopping them on their scooters and stuff, and then cracking them, telling them to take their asses back to their houses. I like these little wooded areas that they have here in the park. I wish they have a lot more of it. Coronavirus. Yeah, the WAP 99, definitely, I believe, fucks with your head if you let it. There's no doubt about that. What's up there, Joel? Why haven't you built a fire pit? Exercise using your brain is good. You talking about lockdown way too much. It's interference in your life. Build fire pit, stream it, cook over it. I don't need to build a fire pit. We have pits in the backyard. We have a barbecue in the backyard. I never said I was going to build a fire pit. So if we get out and start barbecuing soon, I'm sure that we will stream it. But I'm not going and building anything. So whatever. We do have nice enough size backyard to go out and back and sit down and have a fire, do a little cooking, a little barbecue or something like that. I see our neighbors downstairs, they barbecue quite frequent. Not so much barbecue, and they have like a, what do they call it? Like a stove, a fire stove that they're cooking pizzas in all the time. So the weather's changing, and so with the weather change, the warmer weather, we definitely, hopefully, will be getting out more and doing more things. But I don't know, you know, things could get worse here. They could, you know, the infection rate could continue to go up, and they could end up locking down the city like they're doing in other cities, such as New York, you know, like Trump talking about quarantining all of New York and Jersey and Connecticut. Who knows what will happen? Just gonna take it a day at a time. Day at a time. That's all you can really do. Laura Stevenson, what does Helika do? Helika works in the clinical trials business. Go see the orcas. Yeah, you know, I know it's got to be getting about that time for them to be swimming up here. Yeah, I would love to see that. You know what else I'd love to do up here is do some fishing. Because I imagine the salmon and steelhead and stuff like that. Oh, fuck, I almost walked through a big ass puddle of mud. The fishing up here has got to be fucking great. I would love to do some camping, like in forests like this too. I don't know if Helika would go for it or not. We were watching a movie the other day of, what was it called? I forget the name of it, but it was 4 British dudes that go for a trek through the mountains of Sweden, and it turns into this horror film. Turns into a horror film, but it's a dark forest where these guys go through, and Helika's like, oh shit, oh, the ritual, there you go. She's like, oh man, don't you find that kind of scary? I wouldn't want to go through something like that. I'm like, hell yeah, I'd want to. Why not? Do we watch Buried? Yeah, we watched that just last night, actually. I think I'll take one more lap around the track. Helika, I can see you're watching. Is it about time for me to come home yet? Yeah, Mush is saying, Helika was saying that it could still mutate into something more deadly the other night. That shit freaks me out. Absolutely. That's with any virus, really. So, there is that possibility. Let's hope not. I've heard that there's like 2 strains already. Not about another 30 minutes. Okay, it's 5:15. I can fuck around for another 30 minutes. Let's go walk through this forested area again. Shall we? Over here by the streets this time. I'll show you guys as I walk through the forested area. Here we got some people congregating down here. Doesn't look like they're doing any social distancing. I've actually never been over here to this side of the park. Let's walk through the trees, shall we? No, Laura Stevenson, Helika does not work on just one clinical trial. She works in the clinical trial business where she helps establish startup companies in their clinical trials, and she does it globally. So she works on a lot of different projects. Canadian Bigfoot. A lot of people have brought up Bigfoot. Canadian Bigfoot. I've actually had some ideas for some videos regarding Bigfoot. And those may still be yet to come. Start yelling at the people that are over there congregating with one another, telling them I'm gonna call the police. Shit, they might call the police on me. I don't need that attention. I try and avoid the law. This is actually where I filmed my video for my other channel, talking about coming into Canada with a having a previous criminal record, or having an existing criminal record. A lot of people believe that you cannot get into Canada if you've committed crimes in the past, or they believe that you need to hire lawyers and pay thousands of dollars so that you can get the proper paperwork to enter into the country, which is simply not true, because I myself have committed crimes and been in jail, and I had no problem getting in. I didn't have to hire a lawyer. I didn't have to file any special paperwork, and I've passed through the Canadian border twice now without a problem whatsoever. Besides, I had seen that comment that you left about the 44 strains according to Icelandic scientists. So far, I have not seen that, but it'd be interesting if in fact that is the truth. And what are those differences? Would they all need to be individually treated differently? Or how would they affect you? Would that virus affect you in 44 different ways? Could you possibly get sick and not actually build an immune to that? I believe you would. I actually was watching a video on this the other day about specifically the coronavirus and how it enters the body, and they were basically saying that once your system survives the attack of the virus, and your body knows when it enters the body and how to attack it. That does not mean that you will not absolutely not get it again, but your body would be much more well prepared for handling the virus. Rick Savage, what's happening? So this is some kind of studio, I think, of like an artist studio. I have not been in there yet, and I'm sure it's probably closed right now. I'll be heading back here to the house after I finish this one last lap. Am I going to get vaccinated? Well, if I were still here in Canada and they were to come up with a vaccine, yeah, I would probably just do that here in Canada. I don't see why I wouldn't have health insurance here in Canada so I could go and see a doctor here. I wouldn't need to return to the United States just to get a vaccine. And obviously, I would probably want to get that vaccine as soon as possible. I'm not really worried about the virus, though, and I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this before on stream, that I'm more worried about the effects on humanity and people and the way that they behave due to this virus. You know, we've already seen people losing their shit and going out and buying 1,000 rolls of toilet paper to the memory of the men and women who served in the defense of their country. I got the Canadian flag right there. Alright, let's go back down here. Yeah, I'm actually very happy that I'm here in Canada and not some other third world country like I've been in the past. Say Mexico. Let's just say I moved down there and I was living somewhere. And what if they closed the border then? And I was living in Mexico and couldn't get back across. And, you know, I have heard some good things about doctors and dentists down there. But honestly, if something like this broke out, I would want to be, you know, either here in Canada or within the borders of the United States. I definitely would not want to be like in Cambodia. The medical care system in Cambodia is horrendous. It's horrible. One of the first things that I was told and learned when I arrived there was, if anything happens to you, you need serious medical care, you're going to need to go to Bangkok. Leave Cambodia, go to Thailand to get proper medical care. Yeah, so I see somebody had mentioned the economy. Yeah, that's what I was basically saying is I'm more afraid of the ripple effects of what's going to happen because of this virus, because of the economy is getting shut down, because of the Federal Reserve and other central banks printing money out of thin air and injecting it into the economy and into all these banks. And everybody thinks, oh, I'm just getting a free $1,200. There's no free, my friends. That money will have to be paid back. I don't think the debt is ever going to be paid back, honestly. But the banks have also, they've been given the authority now to print as much money as they see fit. There's no place where they have to stop. There's no amount that is too much. And you know what that spells? That's going to spell like hyperinflation. Everything is going to cost an absolute fortune. I think they said in Germany, when their money went into, everything went into hyperinflation there, you had to bring like wheelbarrows of money, cash, to get like loaves of bread. So, I hope things do not get to that point. Let's have a little look-see again at the ducks. The WAP says this is going to be a depression. I'm kind of in agreement with that. Not kind of. I'm totally expecting this. I really think that that's going to happen. Test your doodle. A lot of ducks here. Definitely come down here and get some dinner if we run out of food. Just going back and looking at some of your comments. I'll tell you another thing that I'm worried about, and I've mentioned this before too on the stream, is not only am I worried about the economy and depression, but when times like this happen, what else happens? War happens. Usually world war. And fuck. That's like worst case scenario. Start killing each other. Everybody's starving because they can't afford to buy any damn food. Helika's sending me a message telling me that she loves me. Come home now. Take your clothes off. Meet me in the bedroom naked. But yeah, hopefully war will not break out. That would really fucking suck ass. And yeah, is China going to be held responsible for this virus? Because it's been reported, they knew about it for quite some time and they never said anything. They never told the world. They didn't warn them. And it's tough to say what's going to happen, but you know how much Trump loves China. Would I lie to you guys? Would I lie to you? I mean, come on. I tell you guys everything. I tell you about Helika's son finding porno on Helika's telephone. I tell you... I tell you guys everything. Helika, my love, had to send me a message to remind me that today is trash day and recycling day. I gotta take the garbage down today. Yay! Woohoo! Fuck yeah! I look forward to this day almost as much as Wednesdays when my 600-pound life comes on. That and pimple popper. Fuck, I don't know which one I enjoy more. I think the pimple... it's really a toss-up between those two shows. They're both pretty fucking gross. I gotta say that for sure. You think 600-pound life is the least gross? Are you kidding me? Have you seen those people? Have you seen the shit that is growing in between those people's folds of fat? Have you seen those people? Have you seen the people that go outside their homes, like on their balconies, and they bend over on the balcony, and like some friend or family member gets up behind them with the water hose and has to spray their asses off? Literally hose these people down because they can't wipe their own asses. They get these other things. Helika told me what it's called. Something like lymphedema, I think. And they're like these great big sacs of like fluid that grow off of these people, like in their legs and stuff. And they're just massive. And it just looks horrible. And their pores like get so stretched out. And it looks like, they've got these great big holes in their legs. In their skin, and these big old fat sacks. And I swear to God, I just, I don't know how anybody could say that show is not gross. I mean, people are people. I feel sorry for them. But, fact's a fact. It's fucking gross. At least in my book. I am not a chubby chaser. And that is not even chubby. But I was telling Helika that with those fat people and their lymphedemas, and they get the great big sack, and they have these huge like pores on them that actually even leak out like the fluid through their skin, so it's like their clothing or whatever they've got around them and their beds or their sheets or whatever, they get all wet. And I told Helika, you could almost, being a guy, go up and have sex with these big old fat fuckers. Put your dick in one of those big old pores, put a couple fingers and a couple more, just like, yeah! You're like having a threesome or a foursome, get down. But they're that bad. They're that bad. Nasty. Have a cocktail. Well, I don't know. If we have a cocktail, Helika and I would be drinking at home tonight because I don't think we're going to find any kind of bars or restaurants that are open that are serving alcohol. I want to have my own TV show. How to fuck a fatty. How to fuck a fatty without using a bag of flour to find a wet spot. There's so many ways that you could fuck a fatty. You could put your dick between the fat rolls and just, pretend, because think about it. That all that skin would engulf your penis, and probably in between those rolls of fat is just like a bunch of sweat and probably slime. It's probably all just like gooey and stuff. So you can put your dick in between that roll of fat and just, yeah, baby, yeah. So that's one way. But then you got, the big ass pores. You could just, dive into one of those pores, just close your eyes, just, yeah, baby, take it. It's another way. Or, those fat people, they definitely could keep you warm during the winter. You just crawl up in there in between a big roll of fat, snuggle up. They keep you safe and warm in the wetness and sliminess in between those rolls. You'd probably find one of their gigantic fucking 600-pound skin tags to lay your head on and use as a pillow. I have skin tags. I gotta tell you, my biggest isn't even close to their smallest. They're not in the same book. But skin tags are just skin. They're like really soft. So, you could fluff up one of those big ass skin tags in between the rolls of fat. Squish it, get the pillow just like right to the perfect spot, wherever it is that you like to lay your head. Snuggle on it, lick it, have sex with it even. I'm telling you, I could have a TV show, How to Fuck a Fatty. I'm glad none of you are eating right now. Sometimes Helika likes to make me watch that show when I'm trying to eat. I'm like, fuck, man, come on. Gotta turn my head, try and pretend that I'm not even hearing it. I don't want to look, I don't want to know. No. That and that fucking pimple popper shit, man. Ugh, so gross. Jimmy, read the chat. I have been reading the chat as much as possible. I'm trying to talk, trying to have a conversation. I'm not always reading the chat. The chat is more about you guys. I do like to read the chat and answer questions and stuff like that, but I don't answer your questions. It's probably because I didn't see it. But anyways, I did not see anything there that anyone was saying, asking me to say anything, answer any questions. Nope, don't see anything. So I did see Mush's comment just a little bit ago. Didn't read the whole comment, but I did see that he was saying something like the USA is going to force China to pay for the damages that it's done to the American economy, and maybe compensate families for the dead people. Now, I suppose China could have done more by warning the world and told us all what was going on. That would have been the responsible thing to do. But you got to remember, that is a state-run country, a communist country, they're not going to tell anybody anything. They don't even tell their people the truth. They don't allow their people the truth. So they're not going to be telling the world, hey, we got a virus that started here in our country. We just wanted you all to know. But let's say even if they did, I don't know how we could hold China responsible for what could just very well be an act of God, meaning that it's just nature. It's something that happened. It's not like China had any control over it. However, I know that there's going to probably be people in the chat right now that are saying, yeah, but they're creating biological weapons in that that place in Wuhan. That could be true. I don't know. But if in fact it's just something that happened in nature and it transferred to us from, say, a bowl of bat soup, how do we hold China responsible for that? So I think it's way too early to be saying something like that is going to happen. I know a lot of people like to tell me that, watch this guy, watch that guy. Believe me, I have seen so many conspiracy theories since this has started. Like that friend of mine I was talking about today, a guy that lives in Italy. He's full on conspiracy theorist, tinfoil hat wearing dude, I like him. He's not a bad person, but I think some of his ideas are just a little out there, to say the least. But he'll swear up and down to me as well, and he'll provide me his links to his websites, and everybody's always saying something different. It's this, it's that, it's the other thing. I don't think anybody really knows right now. They don't. Let me see here. TTS working? Yes, it is. Looking for Hobo N95 swag? No. Even Trump called it the Chinese virus. Yeah. And, I heard people saying, hey, that's racist and all that shit. I think I've talked about this on stream before too, It is what it is, okay? So it started in China, and he refers to it as the Chinese virus. I don't think that makes it racist in any way. Luke Westwood, staying up late tonight, are you? Can't Helika get the, sorry. Didn't realize I was pointing the camera away. Can't Helika get the N95 mask? Well, her work is performed from home over the computer for the most part. She's, not going into these medical facilities for the most part. So, yeah, it's not like she's got a secret stash or she's got a connection for the coronavirus mask or medical mask or anything else. Yes, Cheech Ganjo, what's up? Well, Cheech, then you can go fuck yourself. And he's gone. Guys, I am in no way, I see you guys, a couple of you out there getting all uppity about China. I'm no fucking fan of China in any shape or form. Yeah, they sell nothing but crappy products. Their government sucks. They suppress people. But, that just doesn't take away from the things that I already said. if in fact this is like an act of God, that it was just created out of nature, Chinese had nothing to do with it, how do we really hold them responsible? How do we prove when they actually knew about the virus? How long did they keep it secret? You know that right now too, they're the numbers that they're reporting of people that are infected, you know those numbers are not going to be true. They're not going to tell us the truth. They're not going to tell their own people the truth. Let's be honest. So anyway, so how would we get around that? How would we prove that? I don't know. And if in fact they're guilty, fuck yeah, sue them, sue the crap out of them. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I definitely agree. I think for sure that the Chinese knew that there was an outbreak of that virus and they kept it secret. Yeah, I definitely believe that. I'll be getting home here before it starts raining, thankfully. Are restaurants doing takeout in Canada, or are they just closed? Actually, you can still get food for takeaway. However, there are a lot of restaurants that are closed. Like, we were looking, I don't know if it was yesterday, day before, looking for some restaurants on Uber Eats or something like that, and we could only find like 6 in our nearby area that were delivering. But then I think we had something delivered yesterday, and I looked and there were a lot more than 6 that were available, but still not the normal amount of open restaurants. Yeah, I got the sniffles. It's a little bit cold out here. The wind and blah, blah, blah. So, who's got the wildest story? What's the craziest conspiracy theory that you've heard so far? So, I've told you, I've heard a lot of stories already. One of the stories I heard was, that this was a man-made virus. It's being done by the Illuminati, and they're doing it to kill off the world population and bring the world population down to 500 million people. Then they're going to come up, or they already had the vaccine, and the vaccine is made with nanobots. Some shit. And it's the mark of the beast. You have to get this injection to save your life, and if you don't have the injection, then you're not going to be able to go to stores and buy food and get medicine. So that's my craziest story. Anybody can top that? I'd love to hear it. That's not my story, by the way. That's just a story that I've heard. But people are fucking nuts, man. They're losing their fucking minds over this shit, man. I mean, all the conspiracy theorists are coming out of the woodwork with all kinds of stories, you know. Heard one person say, well, this is a CIA operation. I'm paranoid. No, I'm not paranoid. Like I say, that was not my story. I did not think that shit up. I'm just sharing the story with you that I heard from somebody else. A lot of this shit, you know, you see on like Facebook too. Loads of places. I'm sure I'm not the only one that is seeing all these fucking crazy stories. Alright, let me see if I can cross this street without getting killed. Alright, no problem. The red, blue, or yellow pills, fuck it, I'm taking them all, man. Let's take them all and just see what happens. Gonna have mass injections back in the days of polio. They probably will. I mean, I'm sure people are going to run out to get those injections as well. I personally am not big on vaccines or getting shots. I don't even like taking pills, to be quite honest. There's another thing. Like, I've got friends and family that do not believe in vaccines. You know, people just don't trust the government. I think, you know, people have the right, definitely, to not trust the government. Especially, I mean, the American government has done some really fucking scandalous shit to people in the past. So why should we trust them, honestly? Somebody broke into this truck. Wonder what was in there. Google commissioned the virus because the views and revenues were down. Virus has been enhanced. You know, that's another good point. I've heard this mentioned numerous times as well, that people are saying that the media is like completely hyping the shit out of this virus because it's sending their views and their revenue skyrocketing. Because every single one of them are just pushing this nonstop, creating this hysteria, causing traffic to their websites, causing people to view their garbage on mainstream media. I definitely believe that. I think the media is making a killing right now from all this reporting, this mass hysteria. All right, home sweet home. Yeah, we are going hunting for colognes and perfumes. Helika doesn't want me to just look younger and sexier. She wants me to smell sexy too. Which I actually love cologne. I think I've showed you guys in the past. I have some collections of what I believe to be nice colognes, but unfortunately I don't have any of them here with me. I have one here with me. I've been wearing the same thing all the time. It's Mont Blanc Legends is what I brought here with me. Take my jacket off. What's up there, big boy? You wanna go outside, Dollar? Come on, big boy. Cologne de Hobo. Brute for men. The one my father used to wear. I wear their deodorant. It's Old Spice. I remember my dad used to put on Old Spice all the time in the white bottle, the white ceramic bottle. He probably still wears that stuff till today, I wouldn't doubt. Jimmy, the cases in New Jersey almost quadrupled in 24 hours. Yeah, I'm sure it's going to continue to still go up too. We're going to a shop here in Vancouver to look for some cologne and perfume. Kyle, you must be just getting here. Yes, we're going today. Sounds like a movie, Scent of a Woman. Don't we all love the scent of a woman? I surely don't want to be smelling any nasty BO or sweat from in between the rolls of somebody's fat, though, either. Scent of a fatty. We are taking you with us, guys. We're going to be getting an Uber, and we're going to go out and do some shopping. Jimmy has antibodies. Well, maybe. Old Spice AV is a new product. Old Spice antivirus. Sales are through the roof. Yes, Helika is getting out of the house. First time in 2 weeks. We're actually going to go a couple places. Going to go out and get some things that we need and some things that we want. So, isn't this a nice looking tree right here? Let's see. Just starting to bloom. Ah, you thought I was nice, you. Yeah, I've only just discovered him recently when he got put on IP2, but someone came in claiming to be him here on my channel, and somebody looked him up, and said it wasn't him. Helika filled me in on the types of videos that he's created in the past. You know what? I should probably plug the phone in for a minute while we're here. Give it a little bit of a charge. I do have my battery power pack. I better make sure I put that in my backpack. Let's get a little light in here. He's been around for 10 years, really. I didn't know that. I had no idea. No idea. Yeah, but from what I've heard, he's done some really crazy shit in the past as well. Longer than 10. Yeah, I've been on YouTube myself for quite some time. I first came out with some videos on a channel that I had, I believe 9 years ago. I shared that some time ago. Actually, let me see if I can find that. I'll share it with you guys now in case there's some of you that haven't seen some of my old stuff from other channels. But shit. Oh, here we go. Let's see if I can find it here. Here's one. Yep, ranting and roaming was one. Get some proper 12. Yeah, it's a nice drink. Yeah, that's something that Helika told me about, that shoe nice guy eating toilet paper and used tampons. It was fucking nasty, man. Nasty. Yeah, we heard about the extension of the social distancing. Let's see, I think I might have some other channels that I could share with you guys. Possibly. Some of you guys probably already know about these channels, but for those that don't, Nasty's his middle name. Yeah, I think that's good. Anyways, a couple channels for you guys to check out. You can see that I think that economic response one, which I've actually changed the name now, I think the Hobo Live, which I should probably change that back to its original name, economic response, that originally I think was about my prepping, which a lot of those videos are no longer up. They've been long deleted. I had shared them here on this channel, and then people were like confused and didn't know where I was. They thought that I was in different countries. They thought that I was living in a different location and all that kind of stuff. Hobo before facial hair was a sexy man. Helika likes me with the facial hair.
This is why I postponing it so long to wash my hair.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys.
It's ages.
I gotta dry my nose and stuff. It's right here Alright, let me get my battery power pack. My other cable. Yeah. Okay. Get a drink of water and I'm ready to go. Alright. Don't have any gloves. Won't be wearing gloves to the store. Okay.
I am checking the address.
No $500 fines. Tap water. Yep, we've been drinking tap water. Got good water up here in Vancouver. Some of the best. Canada is doing so much better on the COVID-19 compared to the U.S. I wonder why. Well, the numbers aren't going to be quite as high because there aren't anywhere near the amount of people here in Canada as there is in the United States. Plus, a lot of the areas they're not close to one another. Like, say, in Los Angeles is basically almost a cement parking lot all the way from San Diego to Santa Barbara. Yep, we never paid no fine, $500 fine. What he was talking about, Don Corleone was talking about us when we were in Hawaii, getting a fine for me smoking out on the balcony of the hotel. I was able to prove that I wasn't smoking inside of the room. Going through my notifications. So Miles, you're not going out at all? Are you staying in the house completely? How many other people are just quarantining and staying in the house and not doing anything? So that's a good question. I wonder just how many of you are staying in, not going out, period. Just checking something here, guys.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay. Carrie, you just hide in your house so you don't get yelled at by your roommates, huh? Wizzy goes to the lake. All this stuff was actually breaking out when we were in Hawaii. We actually might have had the virus. We don't know. We very well could have had the virus.
I think I had all the symptoms. I couldn't breathe, couldn't walk and breathe at the same time.
Yes, I don't know if you guys just heard Helika, but she's saying that she thinks that it's possible that she had it because she had all the symptoms, and she even had problems with breathing, had fever, cough. So she had it much worse than what I did. You got banned from Burger's chat for telling him what to do. Burger bans everybody.
Let's go out 3 minutes.
Okay. You would have known if you would have had the virus. Actually, no. The majority of people that get sick from... Yeah.
It's with you?
Mm-hmm. Majority of people... Majority of people that get sick only have mild to very mild symptoms. They do not come down with the worst conditions where they need to be in the hospital on a ventilator. Simply not true. So, yeah. Helika, even her lungs not lungs, but one lung was hurting, and she was having trouble breathing. So, she was far worse than what I was. Makes your hand turn blue. Well, actually, if you're suffering from pneumonia in your lungs, you're not getting as much oxygen into your body. Definitely, I would think that you're going to see parts of your body start to turn blue, like your lips, due to lack of oxygen. I did not hear about people with their hands, but that could have been circulation problems that the person you're talking about had. He's coming?
Yeah, 2 minutes.
All right. Yeah, as a smoker, I'm at greater risk. There's no doubt about that. Does that make us 2 carriers? That would have made us 2 carriers if, in fact, we actually had it. We don't know if we did or did not. We never ended up going to the doctor. That's a good question. I have no idea. I don't think so. We are subscribed to JR on YouTube, and I don't recall him being sick. Do you? So yeah, don't know. Someone's just asking if JR, that other guy, what was his name?
Your driving is arriving. I have arrived. Where?
A white car?
Yeah, white Honda Civic 7F is
That's a Honda, and it's white. All right, our ride has arrived.
Alright guys, so you guys going to
Can be straight, yeah.
3277 Canby.
I don't know what the fuck. Well, we don't know if we had the virus. We don't know if he'd been sick. He knew that we were sick, though, when we went out with him. Also, I was around my friend Brian Brown, and he did not get sick.
asymptomatic, right? They don't have symptoms at all. Or they have very, very mild. Majority, they're saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you might have, and you might even not feel anything.
Yeah.
And some people have already immunity. There is some small percentage of people who have immunity. Probably people who had SARS before.
Yeah.
Some strain of SARS, their antibodies are similar. I understood that that's able to have immunity for coronavirus.
Black Sands, it is not our anniversary. It's my anniversary of being here in Vancouver for the last 3 months.
Well, you can do those things without anniversary.
I do it all the time, don't I?
Yeah, sometimes.
What about yesterday? All day.
You do it just like that.
So I gotta do it because Black Sand said I should do it?
No, what?
So,
If he says something, it's also a problem. Come on.
you know, here, let me just fix that problem.
No.
Yeah.
Why? It's stupid.
You know what is stupid? Alright, so I am fucking sick and tired of dealing with Black Sands. Every time he comes in, whether he's coming in under the name of Black Sands, or coming in under the name of whiskey, or coming in under the name of pocket change, he's always fucking getting under my skin, flirting with fucking Helika, talking shit, trying to fucking stir the pot. Anytime I see you come in from now on, that's it. I've given you way too many chances. Every time I see you and your comments, I'm fucking blocking you, I'm deleting you, I'm removing you. I know you'll be back. Yeah, that was pocket change. He's come here under, that's like his 4th different name that he's come here under. And I tell him every single time, hey, if you just come and you're not talking shit, or you're trying to get under my skin or get on my nerves, I'll let you stay and stick around. But every single time, you guys notice, he's always got something to say to Helika, and Helika, you just seem to feed into his shit. It's funny.
It was the first thing he said today, like gazillion things. I said,
think I'm just gonna go ahead and log off, guys. And I've lost my mood. Maybe we'll come back on later. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, guys, thanks for coming and hanging out. We'll chat with you later.